mean, they've all got the best weapon we can have. How's the armor? See, everybody's got the best. I didn't like that one. Right, so we need to buy some of these. We need life bottles, definitely. How much money? 41,000. I wish these weren't so expensive. 3,000, 1,000, so it's 3 times as much. Right, let me buy... I'm just... Oh, I can only buy 7. Of course, I can only have 15 or something, can't I? Right, we need to... These things are usually worth having. It's the same sort of price, that, isn't it? They're not worth going buying. I might need quite a lot of CP. If I buy another 4 of them, it's 1,200. It's just not worth going for them. It's only twice as much, but they're 3 times the cost. So I think I might buy as many of them as I can. Anything we can sell? Nice, we could sell that. Any armor we can sell? No, right. We can buy a few more things. They're just not worth it. I just wonder where to buy 2 more of them. And then I can buy another one of them. Let's buy another one of them. Okay, I think we're maybe... Yeah, we can't be, can we? Let's save that. Right, now they've given me no way of getting back there quickly. Unfortunately. So I guess we're just going to have to run through.
But did we have to spend so much?
Yes, we had to. We need to be prepared. Right, I'm going to try and avoid as much mobs as possible. Hey, the blue belt. I think we're probably going to have to fight. I'd rather not lose too much CP really though.
Out of our
Can I flee from here just out of interest? It's like, I just want to try and get past as much as possible. Oh, it took me back here, did it? Hey, Double Danger Dad, how are you? Hope you're doing fine.
Right, let's deliver it. It's on the site. Ah, they're outside already, anyways.
You're doing good. That's good to hear. We're sort of heading back to the very last boss, I think. I could be wrong. I need down this way and then right. Just trying to avoid as many fights as I can. Probably won't be able to get past this one. Oh, I did. They're still chasing me. Oh no, okay, I made it. So we should have all our CP. Just wondering why I'm on to her. Okay, so this is the last bit. So this is there's also a big boss just after here. Let me save before we go in. We've rested up. We've got plenty pots and things. We're well fed, so we can give it our best shot.
I might very well have to be ready to face any. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
I'm just gonna take my gloves off because my hands have warmed up finally. I changed my party leader back. Trying to get more.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there.
Oh, we were here in the.
That's
In
the
the-
one you visited in your past, right?
Yeah, it
Sure.
is.
We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Right, investigate. Got any loot hiding away? There's a skit as well I'll have to play. Oh, I just thought there might have been something there. There's something here though. An operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, sovereigns and forbidden zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Let me just have a look around first before we go to that star. And notice this area will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. It's showing Lenegis structures. You can see pipes for transporting astral energy sticking out of them. It's like a big space station, isn't it? It's showing this room's equipment that hasn't been used in a long time. Oops.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name,
Shion.
Volron.
Volron, okay.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
And what is that
But
purpose?
even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
Yeah.
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
We have a skit.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Master Cores. Master Cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these Master Cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renan lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until Arenas Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to master a allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renus Alma materializes. Be advised that active master cores may resonate with other master cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renus Alma, master cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. Spirit cores. They are the end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. See, your points are going up super. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Ah, okay. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. We've got another terminal we can look at. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renin populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out the Master Core's power. All Renins must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an Acton Lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. The following is a report on the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject Experimentation. Volran. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Okay, so he's got a fault. Can we look at these terminals? No. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegus, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Brainwashing report. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. The system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject 10105 serves as the realm's current Lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness as population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be the key to this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposal infantry and slaves for manual labour. Soldiers in Lenegus who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. Lenegus. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's sent astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of Lenegus. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit, while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to the residential zones, so they knew that would happen then. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the Spirit Channel ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegus serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the Crown Contest on Dana. Warning. Any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. I'm losing my food thingy here. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenegus's conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Dana waters, it extends two sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, effectively harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegus. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegus's outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. Well, I think that's them all. Let's head out of here. Oops, wrong way. Can I save that after reading all that? And got a couple of rooms here to explore, maybe. We'll leave them there. We can always come back for them. Room unchanged over 3 centuries. Any loot? You see a number of, lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lenegus. There was something over here. I spotted it on the map just as I was leaving. A grape jar. He's thinking back again.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegus will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough.
It's nice seeing the back history of how he got down to the plant in the first place at the start of the game.
Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegus.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegus crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me. It made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Okay. Right. We've got a few tunnels off of here. I like all these arboreum things. Don't know if that's the right word or not, but yay, heavy treat. They are so handy in boss fights. Okay, this looks like down on the wedge. Oh, here's the central bit that we saw in the vision.
We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Where?
Naori?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony.
Pretty dress.
That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. but I didn't know how.
Hey, Skosh.
Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renaissance
Good luck on the draw.
seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead.
How are you today?
That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be.
Yeah, we're in
Alma was lost.
a memory type thing.
Alpha, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear.
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Even if
Lots of cutscenes just now.
it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too.
I like the
I
top
only
edge of our
wish
boots.
that there was something more I could have done.
If it's boots, it might be stockings, I guess. I think we're very close to the end, Skosh. There's lots of cutscenes.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
Yeah, it's very hard to lock that away, isn't it?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
Yeah, when it's better to actually let your emotions out and
These
speak
outfits
about
are
them.
directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should
How's your
take care
Valheim
not
been
to be
going?
too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the
No
fate
problem.
of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend
Hello,
my
pirate.
services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memory.
It's the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It is a cracker. I eat them quite a lot,
Once
yeah.
they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell.
If you look that up, you'll see what they look like.
Smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Enshrouded Scarce. It was very good. I haven't played it since the first look, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I do plan to play more of it. I liked the exploration in it. And the building mechanisms were pretty good as well. The crafting and that. And it looked gorgeous as well. You recognise that style of biscuit? Yeah, they're quite thin. They're quite brittle, I guess you could say. They are very nice. We've got a new skill thing. Revitalize. What's that do? Oh, right. We need that. Anything that does a better heal. So we've got anything that boosts our healing. Improved healing arts. Reduced arts casting time. We really need one of these, really. Let's go for that next. Let's go for that one. You giving my giveaway commands, I go. If you want to enter, it's just draw, exclamation mark draw. You got enough points? There you go, it worked. And it won't let you enter again now. If you try and enter again, it tells you you've already entered. I added that in. Firebot's much more customizable than the previous one. There we go, see. I'm quite pleased with it. I hope it works fully right to the very end. We're probably about to get adverts popping up. I'm gonna get some coffee and a bio break once that happens. What's this? Fang? Let's aim for that one. I'm still waiting on that. You know, got healing things. Yeah. Oh, in fact, there we go. There's my adverts. Right, I will be right back. I shall just go get some coffee and a quick bio break. You'll be away for a bit as well, sorting coffee and getting a dough going. Ah. Oh wait, I haven't done that. I said I would do something for somebody. I see it. I'd scored out in my notepad, but I haven't done it yet. Right. Okay, we have the TaoAr-LS. Oh, we've got new armor. Assume that's your thing. So, right, you're using it. And I presume that's... Yeah, that's your... You think that's the sword, or is it using the outfit sword? It should be that sword we're using. Does it look fancy enough? I think. Oh, I like the look of that one. Not much as his outfit. Might use that one. I haven't given him anything. He doesn't need anything really. We'll leave her with that. I like how she's actually wearing that outfit there in the drawing. Okay, we've got a skit.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
We've got Baron. I didn't realize he jumped up into his basket. There he goes, fast asleep. Luna's through in the dining room, so she's fast asleep through there. Okay, can we do anything with this? Pedestal. Okay, now gives off no trace of power. Which way are we going? To the north. Okay. Oh, we can't jump off of there, can we? Is there any loot in here, or is it just a big empty room? It's just a big empty room. Yeah, we need to know who this lady in red is. Very dramatic music, isn't it? Right, number 2. Hey, Nook. Thank you very much for the raid. Thank you for raiding. Hellhound, how are you? It's a pants raid. Hi, dear woman. Welcome on in, raiders. How are you all today? I hope your stream went well. Gillifax, welcome to the channel.
That's my problem with it.
What were you streaming today, Nook?
It was okay show. It just was like.
I know you'll probably just be heading off to your bed at this time of the morning.
Doing his little scream.
But I hope it went well.
This show was like.
We're currently playing Tales of Arise. We're fairly far through it. We're on to maybe the last chapter now. Tip of the hat in morning. Hey, KG. Will your internet cooperate? Ah, okay. No. It's never fine when things don't work.
It's today.
Never fine. Good morning, KG. Hope you're doing well as well.
Like Miss Ice Cream's leg. So now
Lo-fi bitrates to chill to.
this never happened.
There.
None of you saw this.
Yeah, so we're playing Tales of Arise, which has been excellent so far. A great game. But we've got lots of movies, lots of cutscenes. It keeps going into them.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably
Vedret, sorry.
this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Yeah, it's a lot of cinematic cutscenes, especially just now. Saves me talking, saves me reading out all the text. Yeah, exactly, Hellhound. We're hoping to find this red room.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
It's full of sweeties. Maybe. Oh, this is a weird looking place, right? Okay, lots of thorns everywhere. Yeah, odd looking sweets. Okay, they've given us a restore our hit points and our CP points, so we're obviously in for a big fight here. We've got a cutscene again. Let me just run that.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, It reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Yeah, for anybody that's not been here before, I'm from the northeast of Scotland, so I usually do JRPGs at the weekends, adventure games on a Wednesday, various first looks on a Thursday evening. I will be going full-time streaming from April, so I will be streaming a lot more from then. Let me just save this here. How's our CP doing anyway? Which I don't think we'll bother using that up because we haven't used anything. Thank you, Hellhound. Yeah, I hope it goes okay. I'm sort of being made redundant from my work, so I decided just to go full-time streaming instead.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait though, something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena at the shrine.
Well, it's what I wanted to do anyway, so it just gave me the little push. I'm happy about it, so.
A mere cog in a machine.
Hey look, over there.
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be?
Yeah.
That this entire chamber is meant to act as a
Thank you for following.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy.
Some great outfits in this game.
That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
I think we're going to have to fight Volhan though.
Lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time.
Yeah, of course she is.
The Red Woman!
Oh no.
So we finally found you. I have
This
a
little
lot of
Red Riding
questions
Hood.
for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
She looks quite evil. Oh. Well, she definitely looks evil now.
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
Or
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
hey, Retro. How are you?
Feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elfin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Oh, they are tough.
Sleep now.
You're mine!
I'll be
Ignite!
This is gonna be a long fight. Oh, did I just choose the wrong... Am I still an alpha? I am. I am doing fine, Retro. I hope you are as well. Yeah, I like your emotes. Oh, I need out of there.
To be let free.